Hi everyone, welcome to Border Text with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not, and this is a threesome featuring the T49, the mighty Tier 9 American light tank, the T49 with the derp gun. This first battle comes from runaway brave Sir Robin from Pyro Clan. He's platooned up with his old mate Skims AU. Skims one of the callers from Pyro, unless I'm mistaken. He knows how to call a Claymore battle. He absolutely loves it. And he's also platooned up with Napalmer in the Conqueror. Napalmer going for the FV215B before it turns into a special vehicle. But this video is all about T49s and runaway brave Sir Robin. Is he on a mission? He is. He needs to do 6,000 assisted damage as a platoon. So the assisted damage that everybody does in this game. Napalmer in the Conqueror, Skims in the AMX 1390, the auto-loading French light tank, and of course himself needs to do 6,000 spotting damage to get this mission. This is the mission on the way to the object 260, the final lot of missions. Now look, he's on the way to doing it all by himself. He's already up to nearly 2,000 assisted damage in the T49. Of course, this is a triple shot, a threesome featuring the T49, the American Tier 9 light tank, and of course the light tank, the American light tank, has a 152mm gun, which is a little bit unusual for a light tank. 910 damage, 76 penetration with standard rounds, 85 with the premium rounds, which are also high explosives, and there's a heat rounds which does a bit less damage, 700, but 152 penetration on that one. Now you can see runaway brave Sir Robin from Pyro Clan. He's already racked up 2,806 assisted damage by sitting in this bush on Malinovka. Now this is the map where I got around about 10,000 assisted damage myself in. It would have been when the RU251 was still at Tier 8. It was either in that one or the AMX or the M4190, the grand final tank, the premium German. And it's when the grills first come up. In the game I was in, the grills were all sitting up here. There was 5 or 6 grills on each side, and I was just spotting like you wouldn't believe, and picked up a very rare good game. I don't get many good games myself, but runaway brave Sir Robin from Pyro Clan, he's a pro. He knows what he's doing here in the T49, just kicking back in the bush and soaking up that assisted damage, up to over 3,000 hit points of assisted damage. Now this is probably an unusual replay in the T49. Normally the replays I get from T49 are all about the derp, I guess. He picks up another 705 assisted damage into the enemy T49. Now you've probably already worked out this replay is going to be all about assisted damage in the T49, but I've got 2 other battles from Ace of Spades, and Ace of Spades, he loves his T49 as well. It's not just about the derp. Sometimes it's about the spotting, and I've been on a mission myself to get through these light tank missions before they change the requirements for the personal missions in the next mini patch, which I reckon might be about a week away. A week away from when I record this, probably around about the same time this video comes out. 3-zip is the score. You can see Napalm has picked up a kill in his Conqueror. The Jagdpanzer E100 with the big derp gun has picked up a kill as well, and the Tier 9 French artillery piece, the Batchat 1555555, has got one as well. 3-zip the score. Looks like Robin still getting vision on that RU251, or maybe that assist. No, he's got the assisted damage for that one as well. And of course that RU251, even though he just died, he knew that there was light tanks sitting here where runaway brave Sir Robin and Skims are. So he thought, in the end, no one's going to spot this. I'm going to try and YOLO this and see if I can get rid of some of these enemy tanks. Unfortunately, it didn't go his way. A shot got fired in runaway brave Sir Robin's direction, but I don't think it landed. Now it looks like he's moving out to a little bit more of an aggressive position, and why wouldn't you? The score's 4-zip, up by 4 tanks, up by 3 tanks now as a Type 4 heavy goes down to the enemy artillery piece, and now he's moving into a more eastern central part. Bear in mind, his mission includes his platoon mate, so anything that Napalmer or Skims spot will count for his missions. And Skims was down there, but looks like he's going down to help Napalmer on this southwestern flank of Malinovka. 6,000 assisted damage. needed for this mission, and Runaway Brave Sir Robin already on 5,075 hit points of assisted damage as his big derp gun reloads. He did take a shot. I didn't see who he was shooting at, but obviously it didn't land. Looks like he's looking towards that E75, thinking I might get a little bit of free damage here. Puts a derp shell into the tier 9 German heavy tank for 309 hit points. Does get spotted in the process, so he pulls back while he waits for that HE shell to reload into the big 152mm gun in the T49. 5-2 the score now, 5-3 the score now on Malinovka as the T54 lightweight goes down. Napalm the only one in this platoon with a kill, but Runaway Brave Sir Robin certainly doing his job, lighting up these enemy tanks. The Fock B takes a look towards him. Of course, the Fock B, that's the new French tier 10 tank destroyer, the one with the, I think it's a 6-shooter in it. It doesn't have the biggest alpha damage like it used to have, but those 6 shots certainly can put some damage into your tank. For another 449 assisted damage for Runaway Brave Sir Robin, as somebody puts a shell into the Jagdpanzer E100. It might have been Napalm actually, going by the direction it seemed to come from. But it looks like they're in a little bit of a crisis up on the hill. Artillery puts a shell into the Jagdpanzer E100, as does someone else. Gives him another 1,000 assisted damage, and Runaway Brave Sir Robin, if he's looking at his missions, he will already know that he's done the mission all by himself. 6,500 assisted damage so far for Runaway Brave Sir Robin from Pyroclan in the T49, the mighty American light tank, the one with the derp gun. Picks up another 282 from the Fock. Unfortunately, Napalm goes down to the Jagdpanzer E100. These red dots over here on the eastern side of the screen, at least one of those was an Jagdpanzer E100 tier 10 German tank destroyer, as Runaway Brave Sir Robin fires clutch towards the Fock B. Doesn't quite land the shot, but he's certainly doing his job. Up to 7,500 spotting damage now. They're capping it out at the moment. Skims and the Object 268, of course, the secondary condition is he needs to survive this battle, and of course, especially when you get up towards the missions for the Object 260, it's very well worth your while trying to get these secondary conditions. As Runaway Brave Sir Robin picks up his kill, his first kill of the game for the Fock B. Does cop 422 damage from the German auto-loading tier 10 tank destroyer. You can see an Object 140 on the enemy team, going to give Skims and that Object 268 a bit of a hard time. You'd think the Object 268 should have no trouble penetrating the Russian medium tank. Skims running away there. He knows he hasn't got the armour to fight against the Object 140. Hopefully the Object 268 isn't getting circle jerked by the Russian tier 10 medium tank, as Runaway Brave Sir Robin puts a shot towards the Waffenträger, thinking that might be a nice soft juicy target, but all of a sudden the score's 8 apiece. They were up by 4 or 5 tanks. In fact, I think they got the first 5 kills in this game, Runaway Brave Sir Robin's team, but now it's a case of even Stevens. 2 light tanks left on Runaway Brave Sir Robin's team, himself and Skims, and they'll be talking on some kind of comms. Unfortunately, Skims has just team killed someone, the 268. Not sure what happened there. Not sure what happened there at all. Maybe he didn't want him to cap it out. I don't know. I don't think he was in any danger of capping that one out. But he's saying it was the ping. I'm tipping he was trying to have a shot at the Object 140, who was subsequently killed by maybe artillery. I reckon artillery must have killed him, looking at who's left in that southern part of the map. You can see Skims running away from the red flag now. 10-9's the score. 2 artilleries on each side, so they need to be mindful of that. That American tier 9 artillery could certainly put a little bit of damage into the T49. In fact, he could probably almost one-shot him if he penetrated the back of his tank. The score's 10-9. They just saw that E50 on very low hit points. Artillery's just looks like both artilleries fired there, and the American artillery picked up the kill on the tier 9 German medium tank, as Runaway Brave Sir Robin on 9,500 assisted damage, plus 358 that he's done by himself, finds the artilleries. Unfortunately, he just sort of had a bit of a glitch there, didn't quite land the shot on that artillery, and they're all shooting at him. He his crew gets stunned, his gunner gets killed, which he's just fixed, and he also picked up some more assisted damage. As the M53, M55 on the enemy side goes down, he also got assisted damage from the Jag and maybe even the French. Artillery piece. Run away, brave Sir Robin. But he's on 33 health here, and now I think he's starting to consider the secondary condition of his mission, which is to survive. And when you're doing the last missions, the rewards for these missions, when you're getting up the top end of the missions, if you like, it's really well worth doing what you can to get him. And of course his secondary condition is not to win, but it's to survive. And of course he wants to win it, but he really wants to survive this game as well. 10,357 assisted damage in this match from Runaway Brave Sir Robin. Must admit, when I saw the original result, I thought he was going to be just sitting in that bush down at F7 for most of the game, just soaking it all up, which is exactly how I got my final mission done for the T55A. Skims picks up the kill on the Jagdpanzer E100, which gives Runaway Brave Sir Robin even more assisted damage. He also kills the Batchat 155, 5555, and that just leaves the E75, which gets taken out by the Jagdpanzer E100. And in the end, 15-9, and Runaway Brave Sir Robin not only getting the mission done, but also over 10,000 assisted damage. Let's have a look at the post-game results. It's an ace tank. Of course he got the spotter medal, and of course he got the scout and the patrol duty medal. Look at all the tanks that he 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He spotted 12 out of the 15 tanks, 12 or 13 out of the 15 tanks he got the initial spots on, plus the massive amount of assisted damage, 10,500 assisted damage. He only did 358 damage himself for his one kill, but he picked up 1,240 base experience. Only 2 of his shots landed, and one of them was the kill shot, but 10,455 assisted damage. That's how to scout. Carried all these bums down the bottom of the scoreboard. Skim's not having a bad game either, with 2,407 damage, 2 kills. He did kill for 10 hit points. He did kill that Object 268, but he did 2,500 assisted as well. No Palmer certainly doing his job there with 3,000 hit points of damage and 900 assisted damage. 43, nearly 44,000 credits after tax in that 11.5 minute game from Runaway Brave Sir Robin from Pyro Clan. As we move on to the second game in this triple shot, this threesome featuring the T49. This is Ace of Spades. Ace of Spades is from Crazy Clan, and he absolutely loves it. He sent me a few T49 replays, and we're going to use 2 of them in this triple shot, this threesome featuring the Tier 9 American light tank, the T49 with the derp gun. You can see he's got a bit of a different loadout to Runaway Brave Sir Robin. He's got 14 high explosive rounds. That's the 76 penetration, 910 damage. And he's got 4 of the premium ammunitions. As he moves up there, sees the RU-251, derps him for 958 damage and says thank you very much. He's already done more damage than a lot of his players are probably going to do in this game. 958 into the A. It was a perfect thing to shoot at, the RU-251, and of course he had the rear of the Tier 9 German light tank. Looks towards a T28 prototype. I think by the time he aims, that American tank destroyer is going to be very safe behind that little ridge line and the railway carriages. He calls for the Batchat 25 TAP to stop. Looking around there, is he on a mission? He's not on a mission in this replay. I think in the next one he might be, without giving too much away. Looks towards where that AMX 1375 is. Thinks about putting a blind shot in, but sees this IS-2 and thinks that IS-2 is not going to be moving anytime soon. Fires towards him. Looks like it just went a little bit wide. The Batchat 25 TAP, the baby Batchat, looks like he's in a bit of trouble there. He's got the RU-251 to contend with, as well as the IS-6, and going by the fact that he's not shooting tells me he's probably on the reload, and both of them get hit by an artillery. Not sure if it was a friendly one or not. The IS-2 cannot wait to get into the action, so Ace of Spades looking for a shot on the Tier 7 heavy tank. Gets him for 344 hit points. Sounds like he might attract him as well, but he does get lit. Picks up some assisted damage in the IS-2 and pulls back as he's reloading. He's already on 1,302 damage, 1,551 assisted damage, and this is the the fun thing, if you like, about the T49. When you finally aim the thing, when you finally get the gun to aim, and you fire the shot, no idea where that one went, towards the T34-3. It's plenty of lols, if you like, in this light tank. 1-3 the score on Fiery Salient. Yes, it is Fiery Salient. Aiming towards the Jag Panther, soaking up some assisted damage, pulls back, says this will do me for the kill. Looks like he actually blew his ammo rack up there with that shot. Not that he needed to, it wasn't on a massive amount of health, just 106 hit points. But he's soaking up the assisted damage up to nearly 2,000. 1,408 damage done as he waits for that trusty old American derp gun to load, firmly looking towards the IS-6. This is going to hurt him. 273 as the Oni with his derp gun picks up the kill on the premium tier 8 Russian heavy tank. 3-4 the score now. They're slowly clawing this back. If you have a look at the mini-map, you can see there's 2 tank destroyers down the one line. That's generally where tank destroyers go. The Scorpion getting nice and aggressive in the tier 9 battle. Of course, that Scorpion is absolutely tiny. Got one of the best camouflage ratings in the world as Ace of Spades looks towards the T54. Pulls back to minimise the chance of himself getting spotted after shooting, but he does get lit. I don't know where the shell went. Maybe it went under the tier 9. The top tier Russian medium tank as he pulls back to reload again. Ace of Spades on 3,261 assisted damage, 1,681 damage done. 4 all is the score now. I think the light tank got killed in the middle of the map, which evened it all up again. And Ace of Spades know there's a lot of tanks down here which were spotted earlier, but which no longer are. He's got his eye on that RU. He'd love for that to get killed. Fires towards the T54, doesn't quite time it too well. Gets spotted. Of course, the big 152mm gun would cause a pretty big flash and noise. Somebody from the middle shoots towards him, pulls back behind some bushes, confident that he's probably no longer spotted. All those tanks that were down here have moved back behind the railway line. There must be still something here though, because he's just been spotted again. It's that RU-251 being very, very cheeky indeed. He hides behind a rock and waits for the Oni to do the job. On the top tier German light tank, the RU-251, and for the first time in this game, Ace of Spades and his team are ahead 5-4. Looking towards the 152, he can't hit that thing, can he? He cannot hit that T54 to save himself. The Oni does the job again. Not bad for a tier 7 heavy tank in a tier 9 game. When you're bottom tier in a heavy tank, it can be challenging to say the least. He's on 3 kills, the Oni from Japan. What a cool name. The ISU 152 goes down to the Saint Emile as Ace of Spades moves up into this position where a lot of enemy tanks were here. Not gonna take the easy shot into the Arty. Instead, hoping for a kill shot on the T54. Doesn't do it. Loses his driver. Cops a little bit of damage. He cops some damage from the GW Panther and that T54. P Victoria picks up the kill on the top tier medium tank. Waiting for that gun to reload. The GW Panther goes down to the Oni. The Oni having a fabulous game on 4 kills now. And finally, no, leaves him on 17 hit points. He was sure that was going to be a kill. Artillery finishes the job for him. 9-5 the score. On nearly 4,000 damage here. For nearly 4,000 assisted damage here. 2,377 damage done from Ace of Spades from Crazy Clan in the T49. Now he's decided to make the jump over the railway tracks. Confident there's nobody here left to spot him. And he's going to go looking for those tank destroyers who might be camping down the 1-2-3 line. He spots the Saint Emile, but he gets lit himself, so he doesn't stop to aim. He keeps driving, gets behind a little bit of cover, cops a shot from the Chi-Ri, the tier 7 Japanese medium tank, and there you go, getting good vision for his team. Trying to aim on that Chi-Ri. That Chi-Ri will be a magnificent target, but he's down to pretty low health, so he changes his focus to the Charioteer, takes him for 433 hit points of damage. Picks up some assisted as well, up to 4,717 assisted, and he's done nearly 3,000. He's just got 2 more standard rounds left. The T20 in a bit of trouble, but he kills the Charioteer, the T20, and Ace of Spades looking at that T49. This is going to ruin his day. Puts a shot in for 368 hit points. He's down to 155. That's the last enemy tank remaining. Are we going to see a ram kill? No, we're not. P Victoria picks up the kill, and in the end, a good win. 15-6 on Fiery Salient. We have a look at Ace of Spades' result. Very clear that he's had a pretty good game in the T49, and he absolutely loves that tank. It's an ace tanker. It's also the hand of God for surviving and winning, having received damage from at least 4 different players. Bruiser, Demolition Expert, that's for the AMRAC on the Jag Panther, I think it might have been. The Fire for Effect, Patrol Duty, and the Confederate. Unusual tank to get a Confederate in, hitting more enemy tanks than anybody else. Look at all those tanks that he had a hand in getting rid of. Too many to name. It was an ace tanker. It was a ripper. 3,178 damage. 1 kill. Nearly 1,400 base experience. 13 shots fired. 8 hit. They all penetrated, and that's why he got over 3,000 damage. Over 5,000 assisted damage. Not too bad at all. And 45,500 credits, nearly 45,700 credits in that 8-minute game with a premium account. In the T49, as we move on to our third and final battle, in pardon me, in the T49, again it's the Ace of Spades. He's already put into the chat suicide, and people are saying, I hope you don't die. He is on a mission this time, and is on the final mission for the Object 260, where he needs to do 7,000 assisted damage. And of course, damage that he does himself counts in the final mission. So it's basically, it needs combined assisted damage and damage done to be at least 7,000 hit points. Spots a few tanks there. Doesn't manage to get any assisted damage though. The more I think about it, maybe it's not for the Object 260. I think this mission might be for the T55 or even the HTC. 7,000 assisted damage. I think it might be the T55A. I'm sure somebody will let me know in the chat. Picking up some assisted damage now, looking out over the T30, the low, also the T44 and the T25 Pilot going up towards the hill. He's up to 600 assisted damage. That's not a bad start. Can't help himself. Puts a shot into the T30. Doesn't get spotted though. So that's a cheap way of getting 285 damage. Keeps looking that way. Now that M4190 Grand Final tank is probably the one getting a lot of that assisted damage. So Ace of Spades decided that maybe it's time to start shooting this derp gun on the T49, the 152mm. 1 zips a score. The Batchat 12T has gone down. He picks up a little bit more assisted damage on the Super Pershing. Takes one look towards the Ferdinand, thinks, no, that little ridgeline's probably in the way. Showing great patience, the Ace of Spades from Crazy Clan. He's on 285 damage, 786 assisted, just biding his time, waiting for the right opportunity to pick up some damage into these enemy tanks. A lot of enemy tanks heading up towards the hill. Pershing gets lit again. He's thinking about it. He gets spotted, so he thinks I might as well throw a shell in his direction. Unfortunate not to get any damage though, but he does pick up another 373 assisted damage into the Tier 8 American medium tank. Bite my sandwich in the M4190 in a nice, aggressive, good spotting position, but you can get taken out if you're not careful, and I suppose he is being careful. His Ace of Spades spots that VK camping the base, the VK100 01P, the one that leads to the mouse, the heavily armoured German heavy tank, and it's becoming quite clear to me anyway that the Ace of Spades in the T49 certainly has a much better view range than that M4190. That could be due to crew skills, equipment, or probably both. soaks up the assisted damage into the VK100-01P, throws the shell into him for good measure. That brings his assisted damage up to 2400 and just under 600 damage done. He's only on 148 hit points, that VK100-01P. Be handy if someone got rid of it, but AOC Spades says, no, if I have to, I'll do it myself. He's going to die, so he fixes him, fires towards him, only gets him for 15 hit points. Now, I didn't think he was spotted then, but maybe I'm just getting old. 3-zip the score now on Malinovka, and it's turning into a bit of a... It looks like it's getting a little bit crowded on this ridge line. I'm not sure how long the Ace of Spades is going to stay there while the Lorraine 40T keeps getting shot at from the enemy team. 3-0's the score. Looks towards the T10. Thinks, fuck it, might as well go for it. Doesn't land the shot though. The CDC picks up the kill on that Ferdinand, who was last spotted, or he was last at the enemy base. That VK100-01P still alive though. I think he was on about maybe 50 hit points, and I reckon that's probably what that VK is going to try and go for. I don't know what Ace of Spades is thinking. Looking at that shot towards the heavy tank, he looks around, he looks at the VK, says, I might as well go for the easier kill, and he knows he's going to be spotted here, but have a look at that. Blows the head off the Jag Tiger 8.8. I thought, geez, he's going to be in a bit of strife here, because that Jag Tiger, he might get one shot into him and then he'll probably turn around and kill him, but no, takes him for 1100 hit points, 1025 hit points, because somebody else shot him at the same time, and now it's firmly looking at the M4190. Auto aims, puts a shell into the premium German Tier 8 light tank, and that makes the score 10-4. He's having an absolute ripper. 3,761 assisted damage, 16 damage done. What's the mission? The mission's 7,000 combined as he looks towards the Super Pershing Premium American medium tank. There's another derp for another 881 plus 125 assisted damage. He's certainly getting close now. He's on nearly 4,000 damage done. 2,600 damage done, 3,922 assisted damage. So what's that? That's 6.5, bit over 6.5. Only got to do another 500 damage here, either damage done or assisted. I can't tell which way that T30 is aiming, but he just shot, and Ace of Spades critical hits him for another 249. I reckon he's only about, I reckon he's less than about 200 to go, or 204, a bit less now. He's just gone up to 4,000 assisted damage. Remember, he needs a total of 7,000, so he's done 4,077 assisted. A little bit blocked, believe it or not, and also nearly 3,000 damage done. If he gets that damage done up to 3,000, he'll get this mission, no worries at all. He knows the last 3 enemy tanks are all up there. There they are. T10, T30 might be the best target. Wait for that gun to aim, keep backing up T30, that's what he's thinking. Derps him for 643, and that's his mission. 4,077 assisted, 3.5 damage done. Thank you very much. That's the final mission for the T55A, I think. And hopefully he finishes his off before I lose my voice. The AMX 1390 does the job, and in the end a comfortable win, 15-4. And a great battle by the Ace of Spades from Crazy Clan in the T49. Yet again, it's another ace tanker. Bruiser, demolition expert, fire for effect. That's for blowing the heads off those tanks. He spotted quite a few, and he certainly did his job there. Top scores with 3,486 damage, 3 kills. Top scores by experience and by damage. 1,269 base experience, 11 shots fired, 8 hit. They all penned. 4,000 assisted, 3.5 damage done. Thank you very much. 26,000 credits with a standard account, would have been 48 with a premium account in that 7-minute game. 3 very different but great ace tanker mastery badge battles, featuring the Tier 9 American light tank, the Threesome of the Tier 9 American light tank with the derp 152mm gun. Thank you very much for the replays, Brave Sir Robin, Runaway Brave Sir Robin, and Ace of Spades. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and see you all next time.